Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy CLE and we back out here with another video for y'all, man. In tonight's video I should say, we're gonna do a little pinpoint pitching tutorial. I know a lot of people in the stream have been asking about it, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of show you guys a little bit of what we do, our thought process, all that sort of stuff, and then kind of go from there. The reason that pinpoint pitching is so huge right now is because you can literally dot where you want to if you do it just right. If you're hitting the accuracy 100% and the pinpoint timing just right, you can literally dot your way to some wins here. So let me show you guys at least what we do. I'm sure there's more videos out there from people way better than us, but let's go ahead and check out what I do here. So we got a little practice mode. Now you can do this in showdowns, whatever, but if you don't want any of it to really count against you, if you're not great at it and doing bad, I would just say go to practice. So we're gonna enter practice mode here. All right. So you'll see here, you've got your pitches. All right. So we're gonna do a fastball first. All right. So the first thing that you want to see is one, you can obviously move. You know, you guys know all of that. That line right there. You see how fast that thing is moving? That's how fast you want to go. Then. So that was a late release right there, or an early release right there. That was an early release right there. All right, it's going to be good early release right there. The problem that a lot of people are having is when they're doing the pinpoint. So you'll see here, again, you want to watch how fast that ball is moving. You want to watch how fast that point is moving, and that's the speed that you're trying to replicate. This is the speed that you're trying to replicate. And then people sometimes just automatically start to throw that down. That's not what you want to do. Every pitcher's release is different. So what you're doing is you're trying to time the release on his down. You're trying to time the release. Pretty much, that's when you're going to go down. That's when you're timing it up with your down right there. So essentially, as soon as they're releasing the ball is when you want to be doing that to be able to get that blue perfect line. It's not going to happen every time. So see, we'll do it again. So going to come on the inside. Again, go with the pace of what the pinpoint just showed you. And then boom. Go with the pace of what the pinpoint just showed you, and then go from there. So again, you see the cutter? All right, so we're 88% there. Release. And that's actually fine. That's where I want the ball. Again, get to your spot. You know, and I'm not perfect every time. And boom, there, that's an early release. Now, sometimes what you can do, once you start to get really good at it, is what you can do is you can start to try to adjust based off of your accuracy and all of that good stuff. So like here on a circle, so like if I wanted to go higher, I'm gonna go early. You know what I'm saying? If maybe I wanted it to go higher and I just messed up the accuracy, you know, and my accuracy's been fine. But see, okay, so that one right there, boom, that's gonna go lower than what we wanted to because it's a late release. But say like you messed up the accuracy. So let's say for example, like, all right, so I'm at 29% accuracy. I'm going to go early or I'm going to go late. I'm not trying to hit perfect there. Early I know is going to go probably in and up. Late is going to go down and away. Now in a fastball, there's not going to be too much of a break there. But so again, look at it. If you're looking at that, you can kind of, once you get down, once you get good with this, say you mess up on your accuracy, you can still try to get a decent pitch by adjusting. Now, the other thing with that then too is that you're going to see what happens is when I finish the actual motion for the pitch, you're going to see a circle pops up at the top there. I want to stay in that circle, and then when I'm getting my release, I want to go down and I want to be able to get into the other circle. Now, there are times where you're not going to do that on purpose. Like say I'm throwing a sinker low and inside and I don't move it all the way, or it's not exactly where I want it. What you can do, the cool thing with pinpoint is you can actually get this thing to move a little bit. So what I would do in that situation is if I wanted to come in a little bit more, I'm going to go do my thing. I'm going to do the pitching rotation. And then what I'm going to do is if I don't have it over left enough, I'm actually just going to, when I'm bringing my cursor down, I still want to try to get it perfect, but I'm actually going to try to go a little bit of the left to the left of that dot. Still try to get close to it to get into it, but get to the left of it a little bit. So here, we'll show you. See how that cutter stayed completely, like that did not move to the right as much as it should have at all. how we went to the right there. That was early. We didn't mean to go early on that, but you see how I went to the right there a little bit, and then boom, it's going a little bit more than where than what I originally had it, than where I originally had placed it. Now the cool thing with this too is, if we had a sinker, I could show it the best. Essentially, what you can do is you can start to manipulate these pitches, though. So like, you can start to. What I'll do, it's easiest to do on a sinker, and what I'll do on a sinker is, I wish I should have picked a sinker pitcher. Hold on. I don't know how to change. There we go. Hold on. All right. Oh, do I have to do something? Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, you'll see the sinker right here. I'm motioning my cursor for the ball to move more. You see that little twinge that I did right there with the stick there on, if you saw the blue right there, you see that little twinge, and then that sinker kind of went, it kind of followed that motion a little bit. Now, it doesn't do it great every time, and it's going to help more on the opposite side of the batter. You see? And that's going to go straight down and left. That's going to go straight down and left. Straight down and left. A little adjustment there. So that's what I'm saying is, once you start to get the pinpoint down, and you can really get the accuracy as far as the timing with that circular motion, what a dot. Like the timing with that circular motion and stuff like that, like that's gonna be what's gonna help you the most, because that's the part that I notice a lot of people think of too much, is they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting like this part right here is the part that people are, and they'll do something like that, you know what I mean, where they'll be early or they'll mess it up. You can't overthink that. It's so easy on that. That's the easiest thing, because the game is showing you how fast it wants the ball to move. Watch. It's showing you how fast the cursor wants to move. It's guiding you. Follow that speed. Just follow that speed. Boom. And again, that's where the practice comes in. It's going to take some practice to get used to it. But once you do, you're going to start nailing it. And then you're going to be so much happier that you're using it, because you're going to be able to dot pitches then. Look at that dot. Look at that dot. And I messed up the line a little bit there. But that's essentially how it works. And now again, if you want, what I would recommend is going into a custom practice like this, or going into showdowns, anything like that. Anything that's not really going to affect you as far as like a BR or a ranked seasons game is going to, or even an events game. But that's essentially what you're going to want to do, is you're going to go in those modes and just try the pinpoint. We actually did it more in showdown, just for the simple fact that that's kind of what we were doing. We were grinding. I used practice more for hitting, so it's one of those things where it just works with whatever you're gonna use it with. If you want to try it more in practice, just to make sure you're not leaving anything hanging, in a showdown even, or a ranked seasons BR game, that's what I would recommend. If you're feeling like you're gonna be able to get the concept pretty easy, then you can do what we do and go into showdowns pretty quick and early. So that's essentially what it is. So, all right. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody coming in and checking out the YouTube video, guys. Thank you guys so much. I hope that everybody enjoys, everybody learned a little bit of something from it, and I hope to see a couple of you guys use pinpoint pitching more in the future. So until the next video, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you again so much. And you know what it is, baby. It's your boy, CLE. I'll see you later, YouTube.